What's up, everybody? Viper here, back in Mid Survival. And yesterday I started off building the cabins and showing you how you can do it without getting hurt too badly. And today I'm going to go ahead and just quickly go over the walls, hopefully, without making this entirely too long, and show how I build the walls and maybe give you some ideas to building in your own world. So let's go ahead and get started and see how this goes. All right, now we're going to go over the walls. We've got wooden wall A and B. The only difference is A has a little cutout and B is mostly flat. Between the two, they both require the same amount of material, so it's the same thing. And then the wall with the ladder has a cutout in it, and it also has a ladder, so you can actually get up to your on top of your walls. You got your main gate. NPCs used to be able to open this. I haven't tested it with the new update if they'll actually close them or if they won't open them, so I'm not sure. Maybe we'll see when we're actually building them. And then you got the wooden floor, which you need the floor to be able to build the watchtower. And in my other base, I got a couple of these wooden floors to act like a garage kind of thing. So, and it was a pain in the butt to actually drive the vehicles inside there. But you could use something like that if you wanted to make a garage or whatever. The watchtowers they do look nice, but all this stuff is basically for show. It will keep out some of the infected, but the infected will spawn in, I think, 30 to 50 meter radius of your location. So depending on how big your walls are, the infected might spawn in there anyway. And at night, all bets are off. I've had infected spawn in my other save, and I have a garden right here, and they'll spawn and try to get in this window here. So I always have these fences, no matter what, these chicken fences inside the windows. But at night when you're sleeping, they infected spawn in weird areas. Got to be careful with how much confidence you give your walls, because they're nice to look at, but really don't do crap. So let's go ahead and get started. When I'm actually building the walls, I'll usually try to build the gate first, and then get that actually built, because every time I try to do it with the blueprints, I'll end up having a gap, and it just looks crappy. So let's just throw it up right here. And then I can do the same thing with the locker, which I usually will do when I'm using these. I'll usually have a locker close by, but unless I see a mist come in, I won't bother with it. Oh, this one needs scrap. What else it needs? Scrap and components. And luckily I have scrap and components. How many do I need? 10, right? Yeah, that's enough. I forgot I needed the scrap and components. Alright, so the wall is up. It is big enough to drive a vehicle through. Does anything else need components? Or scrap? The towers will, but I'm just going to drop them now because I'm going to build them in a minute. Alright, and then your walls, I'm going to just build some, I'm going to build some walls with ladders, I guess, off the side. And this will be completely straight with the front of the house as long as I don't turn it. Just because it's at right angles with the White House here. It's one of the reasons I do like building around the White House. And then you could put, you know, a couple ladders to get over to it. I need some more logs. Alright, so that's the walls with the ladder and the gate. And it all looks relatively straight till I try to make turns with it. And I've seen some people be able to get these walls completely, you know, at right angles, but eventually it just becomes such a pain in the ass. I don't even bother. I just kind of put it up as best I can. I'm not that, I like my stuff nice and neat, but I'll take a pass on the walls because it is a pain. But if you do want right angles, it's not too hard. Just use some kind of structure. Like say I want to go. Actually, no, I got to build. Let me build a wall because I won't be able to get on top of it. So I'm just going to build a regular wall off of this one. Alright, nails. I got nails somewhere. Nails. Yeah, whatever. Alright, I should have plenty of nails for this build. I'm not going to build a complete wall. That would take entirely too long. Alright, so if I want to make a right angle off of this wall to make like a box or something, I'll use this this wall over here, and I want it to go this way. Kind of use the wall to make a right angle as best I can, and then I'll just shove it in there. And then build it. Alright, and that's as close as I'm going to get it to a right angle. The only thing that does suck about these, using that as a right angle, is you're going to have to jump over this mess. So that's why I usually have it as a gradual turn, and I don't use these right-angled walls. They look good from the outside, but it's horrible to try to run through them. See, they look good, but I can't be having to go up and down those stupid things. Let me go ahead and sleep till tomorrow morning. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the building those towers. I'm just gonna go up here. And I want to kind of find the center of this stupid thing. Go into your tower. And then I want the, you see how you got two small ones and two big pillars? The two big pillars are facing towards me. And the smaller ones are facing towards the truck. I want the big ones towards you. And then I'm just gonna kind of center it, but it's kind of, you gotta just do the best you can. Actually, I need this one to go inside this log here, so my door will open up fine. Yeah, it should be good enough, and it'll actually let me build it up here, so I'm building it. Now when I put the tower, the watchtower up on it, it'll snap in place. Now if I built it with any of those pillars another direction, let me just go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. The watchtower will snap in place to an area where you're not going to be able to get to it. So the big pillars towards you if you want it to be like just like this, or if you want to have a weird angles or whatever. So now the ladder's going to be, it's going to be off to the left if I built it this way right here. But I guess if that's what if you're looking for something like that, you can do that. So now it's going to snap in place over there to the left. So that's why you need to be careful of where you put your, how you build this wooden floor. So let's get this started. Alright, so I need 12 scrap, 3 planks, and 4 wood. Grab a couple stacks of scrap. Finish this up, and then I'll go to sleep till tomorrow. Ooh, do I have food on me? Let's grab some food, and I'm just going to sleep up in that watchtower tonight. Alright, it's built. Let me get up here and take me a nap so you'll be able to see again. Alright, it's morning, and the tower's built. You can open these up so you can look down. If you had it close to a bandit camp, you would be able to shoot down from them. But until they add where the actual bandits come attacking your base again, it's really for show. But it will be nice once they put that back in the game, hopefully. Alright, down we go. Now if you want to have, instead of having the stupid, this bottom of the pillar, you can put an actual wall around this. If you want to close it off. But when you do it, you're going to end up having to destroy this back wall. It's kind of a pain, but if that's how you want it to look, then that's something you're going to have to do. And then it's kind of tricky to get in here and build this. I'm not even sure what materials I needed. Ah, logs. Alright, I'm going to need to break this one. And I can pick up some of the stuff that I used. Alright, now for me to build this last part, I'm going to have to actually be inside here to be able to build it. Which is a pain, because I'm going to have to break a wall. Close enough. Unless you can get it to actually build. So for me to build this, I'm going to have to break down this wall here. You could probably, if you planned it right, do this before you actually build the wall, but I'm not that big into planning, so I just end up destroying this ladder wall, and then having to rebuild it. It's kind of a pain, but if you want the look of this is what you're going to have to do. Unless you're just really good at planning. And then some of this stuff you're not going to be able to recollect. I just try to get as much as I can, but I know there will be some pieces that I won't be able to collect. No, no, no. Alright, infected are coming, so I'm going to go ahead and move my thing over there. Gotta move it a little bit closer. Oh, come on, let me build it. Alright, it's probably not going to let me build it in here because I'm going to be inside it. Oh, I'm actually missing some pieces. Nice. Oh, fuck, I got stuck in here. Alright, as you can see, I trapped myself in here, missed game, and I had to wait it out. So I'm going to end up having to cancel this. So just be careful when you're doing this. Move this out of the way. Grab as much nails as I possibly can. Get out of the way. And I don't think I'll be able to grab any more nails. Alright, so let's try this again. Looks straight enough. Alright, let's make sure I have enough stuff to be able to build at this time. And I do. Alright, so that's built. So now I'm going to put the ladder back on. Close this. So I can hopefully see it a little bit better. Close enough. And I need a bunch of logs. Alright, it's almost nighttime. Should have plenty of time for this. And that's finished there. Alright, so that's how you can enclose the floor. I could have done a better job, but I was kind of in a hurry, especially when I trapped myself in there. That was kind of fun. Well, you can leave it open or you can close it off. If you're better at planning than I am, maybe you can do it without actually having to break this wall. Like put in that wall last, but this has been the way I've always done it if I want to actually enclose that floor part to the tower. And I think that's pretty much it with the walls. You can put these small stairs on a regular wooden floor if you don't put a tower. But every time I put a tower on top of the wooden floors, they always give me this little ladder anyway, or this little staircase. So I've never actually used any of those stairs for anything. I would hate to actually have to cut down all the trees that you would require for any of these walls or these cabins, so I'm so happy that Scott can actually cut down trees, because there's no way in hell I'd be cutting down all these trees for these builds. Especially these cabins. It takes 70 logs for this one, 55 for that one, and then when you're doing all these big walls, it's all these logs will add up, plus all the wood you need. So thank God for Scott. And if you haven't gotten Scott yet, I suggest you get him and find you a nice place where you can cut down trees. So I think that's about it for this video. If you got any questions or need me to go over something else on building, just put it in the comments below, and I'll try to see about making another video. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all later.